Good morning, everyone. You're listening to WHAM Wairarapa with me, Hayley Gastmeyer. I'm here to tell you what's happening around Wairarapa this coming week. Thank you, Trust House, for sponsoring the show. It's just after 8 a.m. and I think I might have a guest coming in today, someone from MDC, Masterton District Council. I teed this up earlier in the week and I didn't actually check in with them yesterday just to double check they were popping in, but if they do turn up, it's Aaron, I believe, and he'll be talking to us about their proposal to revamp the Masterton Town Centre. All right, well, it's the 1st of March already, which is pretty crazy to me. Sorry, excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. It's pretty nice outside. It's a little bit chilly though. I think this morning it was like 2 degrees and they said it felt like 1 degrees in Masterton. So that's, it was really hot for all of those weeks, and then all of a sudden it sort of feels a little bit like winter, but the sun is coming out now and it looks like it's going to be a pretty nice day, but we'll check out the weather later on in the show. It's 6 minutes past 8 at the moment, and there's probably one obvious event that we should talk about, and that's the Golden Chairs. That kicked off yesterday at the Masterton War Memorial Stadium. It is pretty awesome. I haven't been to the Golden Chairs before, and I went along yesterday, and gosh, it's really impressive watching the shearers and the wool pressers and the wool handlers. It's really neat. So I'll tell you what's happening today. So yes, it's a 3-day event. It's an annual one. It's pretty much run by a committee of volunteers, as I understand it. And yesterday was the first day, and today I think possibly is the main day. You're looking at about $15 to get into today if you're an adult, and $10 to get in if you're a student. Gosh, I need to cough again. Sorry about that. Okay, and then tonight you're looking at $40 to get in if you want to head along. So I think tonight's sort of the main evening, the main event. I don't know if there's a main event. It sounds like it's going to be good all the days that it's on. It's on until tomorrow. So tomorrow, if you wanted to head along, you'd be looking at $20 and $10 if you're a student. And then tomorrow night, it's $45. Okay. So a season pass is $90, so that will get you into all of today, tonight, and tomorrow night. So I'll just read out what they say here on I'll just read out their little blurb. The World's Premier Shearing and Wool Handling Championships is on. It's a 3-day event encompassing novice, junior, intermediate, senior and open shearing competitions, along with junior, senior and open wool handling events and wool pressing competitions, as well as the coveted Triathlon Award. Up to 400 competitors, national and international. There'll be coverage. It says wool coverage on Masterton for the 3 days of competition. The major events, finals, and live entertainment are held on Friday and Saturday night. The Golden Chairs is great family viewing with atmosphere, action and excitement, and I can vouch for the atmosphere. It definitely had atmosphere yesterday, and it's really crazy because the War Memorial Stadium is essentially just turned into a massive wool shed, and there's sheep all out the back, and it's got that smell that you would expect. It's a really cool event. So Golden Chairs is on. I'm sure anyone that's listening to this, who I'm pretty sure everyone listening to me right now will have gone to Golden Chairs, and I'm just late to the party. All right, so that's the main thing going on. Now, the Woman in Black is happening this evening at the Carterton Event Centre, and it looks like it's on tomorrow and on Sunday, as well as next week from Wednesday to Saturday, which will be closing night, the 9th of March. So what's this all about, you ask? Well, who is the Woman in Black? Why does she install such terror? These questions will be answered in Limelight Theatre's production of The Woman in Black, written for the stage by Stephen Malatrat and adapted from the book by Susan Hill. Director Margaret Jesson brings this ghost story to life. Elderly Arthur Kipps brings a ghost story to a young actor. It's the story of something that happened to Kipps 30 years earlier, and the actor turns it into a drama. The older actor plays around half a dozen characters, while the other takes the role of young Kipps, a solicitor in the remote town of Crythan, Gifford, who was to visit a mysterious house in the marshes to tie up a dead woman's affairs, discovering all too late while the townsfolk shrink from the place. Okay, so it's starring Danny Clement, Bernard Voss, and Samantha Fitzgerald. So this is The Woman in Black. It's by Limelight Theatre Company. It's $24 to get a ticket, which you can get from Event Finder or by calling 0800 buy tix. That's 0800 289 849. And it's tonight at 8 p.m. This is at the Carterton Event Centre. Tomorrow at 8 p.m, Sunday at 2 p.m, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week from 8 p.m. So that's The Woman in Black, if you want to go and see some live theatre. Featherston First Fridays is happening tonight at the Town Square in Featherston, aka the Squircle. 6 p.m. is when it kicks off. And First Fridays, it's free music, art and fun for everyone. This month, Jazz Up the Featherston Town Squircle is the theme. A fundraising concert with music by Kuranui College Band, Jazz Band, Kikarangi and others. So bring a koha to help them get to Tauranga for the New Zealand Jazz Youth Competition. What a cool cause. Or I guess, yeah, that's the word, I guess. So chalk art will be happening, and you can liven up the place with the chalk while dancing to jazz. And are you visiting the Martinborough Fair, they say? Well, why not stop in at Featherston first? Bring a picnic, bring the kids, bring your jazz hands. It's from 6 until 8 p.m. tonight, and you know where the town square is, or the Squircle. It's on Main Street, Fitzherbert Street there, State Highway 2, next to the skate park, and next to the big vacant lot. So that's Featherston First Fridays happening tonight in Featherston at 6. Also tonight at the Carterton Event Centre at 7 p.m, there is I Am Not Your Negro, which is a film being hosted or screened by Sunset Cinema. Did I say it was at 7 p.m? It's tonight. This Oscar-nominated documentary draws an astonishing, challenging and utterly contemporary examination of race in the United States entirely from the writings and interview footage of civil rights icon James Baldwin. That sounds like a worthwhile watching documentary to me. Now, if you want to go and see this film in Sunset Cinema, they put on a film quite regularly, and they are always very they sound like great films, really. They're not blockbusters, they're film festival type films, documentaries and whatnot. Now you can get a membership for the Sunset Cinema screenings for $80. That's for the whole of 2019. Otherwise, you can get the 3 monthly membership, which is $35. So in those 3 months, there'll be at least 3 movies screened. I think I haven't sort of caught on how regularly these guys put screenings on, but it is pretty regularly. So $35 for a 3-month pass isn't too bad. That'll be, I think, $10 per screening, if not less than that. So Sunset Cinema hosting tonight documentary I Am Not Your Negro at the Carterton Event Centre from 7 p.m. Summer Wildlife Tours is kicking off at Pukaha Mount Bruce National Wildlife Centre. Today it's going to be running from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. It's for all ages. It's $20 for adults, $6 for kids 5 to 15. And local adults are $10 and local children are $3. So that's pretty cool. Door sales. Pukaha National Wildlife Centre is just 20 minutes north of Masterton, a bit of world away. And it's a pretty cool spot. I've been there recently. I took my auntie and uncle there from Aussie and they thoroughly enjoyed it. They really enjoyed meeting, what's her name? The beautiful white Kiwi. I can't remember what her name is now. It'll come to me. Manakura. There we go. It came to me because it was right there written in front of me. Okay, so now I'm just seeing what this... It's just explaining what pukaha is, but I don't know if it's basically showing anything that's different about their normalness. All right. Oh, possibly it's a tour. A summer wildlife tour. I don't know, but pukaha is always a good place to go. So it's open today and it'll be open tomorrow and the next day. Yeah. So something to do over the weekend if you're not sure what to do. Although there's the Golden Chairs and of course the Martinborough Fair, which we'll get to soon. It's 16 minutes past 8 now. And I said my guest I'm expecting to come in pretty soon, but I'm not 100% sure that it's going to happen. So the Featherston Worn Cloth Collective is happening at the Featherston Community Centre today. It happens every Friday at 10 a.m. and it's $4 koha on the door. The Featherston Worn Cloth Collective is a drop-in workshop and community project making fun items from recycled clothes and fabric and learning new sewing skills. And it's hosted by Sarah, who you can get in touch with by texting or calling on 027 4474 959. I'll give you Sarah's number one more time. It's 027 4474 959. So that's if you're keen to go along to the Featherston Worn Cloth Collective, 10 o'clock on Fridays at the Featherston Community Centre. Now, happening tomorrow at Stonehenge Aotearoa, which is in rural Carterton at 51 Ahiarui Road. You can go and check out human evolution. All right, and they've got a picture of the ape getting transformed into the human. Okay, so we're looking at $20 for adults and $15 for senior citizens and $5 for primary or secondary school students. The mysterious origins of Homo sapiens based upon the largest genetic data. This will be a special presentation by Dr. Peter Waddell. Sorry, Peter Waddell or Waddell, I'm not sure. Dr. Peter anyhow. Peter's research interests centre around statistical genetics and molecular evolution with particular interest in methods of analysis. In this presentation he explores the evolution of our species. Children permitted to attend, but the presentation is at an adult level. Free to members of the Phoenix Astronomical Society. It's based at Stonehenge Aotearoa. All proceeds go to the society. Weather permitting, the talk will be followed by observing until the society, using the society telescopes. The talk is about 50 minutes long, and then there's tea and coffee and observing. So if you're keen to learn about the evolution of our species, then you can go to a presentation by Dr. Peter Waddell at Stonehenge Aotearoa in Carterton there. Human Evolution is the presentation and it's tomorrow at 7 p.m. Okay, one more event and it's the Martinborough Rotary Fair. It's the second one of the year. They have two every year on the first Saturday of February and March. This is the second one. And the last one for the year. It's free to get in, obviously, but you want to take some dough with you because there's lots of neat things to purchase. I got really yummy lemon olive oil last month, and I do recall very beautiful, a store that has awesome flowers. They're like an art home design store, but they always have a florist who puts together nice bunches. I normally pick up a bunch of them. My friend Carolina with her beautiful pottery, really unique like butter dishes, lemon juices, keep cups, really cool. She'll have her stall there. There's some local sort of clothing designers there with their stuff, homemade skin products, gosh, so much stuff. So it's hosted by Rotary, of course, and they've got a bunch of volunteers that put it on every year. I'd say arguably the best fair in the country. This iconic fair reportedly is the largest in Australasia, comprises over 480 stalls selling artwork, crafts, clothing, food and other quality products. The fair is always held on the first Saturday of both February and March on Saturdays. The stallholder applications have opened and closed, I'd say, and it's brought to you by the Rotary Club of South Wairarapa. So yeah, just basically pop along. It's a pretty cool place. I know that our street, I'm 2 streets back from the square, and when I wake up in the morning, my street is bumper to bumper of parking. So if you know me, you can come and park on my lawn, I guess. Okay, I'm going to play you a song now. We've got some... Let's play you some... who am I putting on here? Oh, that's a good song. But what? All the Goodness is what I'm going to play, and it's by... I've gone blank. Barnaby Weir, what's his group? Oh my gosh. They do. Oh, I can't even think. I've seen them live multiple times. I'll tell you when we get back. This is Bag of Money. Enjoy.
How things go. Ooh, you turn the heat down low, but it's hot enough to burn me, to cook me dry, to say goodbye. Don't let your tea cool down, girl. It's better warm than hot at all. Inside, yeah. And I know all the woodland in high, yeah, yeah. inside, oh yeah. And I know all the willing in high, in high, in high, yeah. I see all the goodness inside, inside, inside. And I know all the willing in high, in high, in high. I see all the goodness. Thank you.
All right, and that was Barnaby Ware, of course, from the Black Seeds, but in that song you just heard, he was Fly My Pretties. Cool. All right, now I've lost my page, even though I had so much time to keep myself sorted. Here we go. Hopefully this is what we're after. Yep. Okay, now what's next? We've done that one. Okay, so the markets, apart from the Martinborough Fair, there's the Featherston Weekly Market, the Featherston Market, which is held on the main street there, State Highway 2. If you know where the baker is or Lang's Pharmacy, then you can just park in that car park and the market is behind there. Then I'm pretty sure that shop in Greytown, James Cameron's one, the organic store. Oh, and what's that place called? They put a market on in their Featherston sort of shop front, which is off the road, on the railway tracks, really opposite that 2-storey building with the train in it. Daniel Street, I think it is, on the corner of Daniel and Fitzherbert Street. There's a little market in there, which has lots of sort of Featherston and Greytown made products like oils, fresh fruit and veg grown in Featherston. All the oils are pressed from seeds, and like there's hemp seed oil, olive oil, flaxseed, lots of other ones. So anyway, you've got lots of options in Featherston. The markets are across the road from each other, so you could check them out. That's on Saturday, that's tomorrow. And I know that the Featherston market, the main one there behind the baker, that one runs from 8 until 2. Then in Carterton on Sunday, you can go to Memorial Square, where there's all the stallholders will be there from, I think, 9 until about 1. That's a Sunday market in Carterton. Also on Saturday, but in Masterton, there's the Wairarapa Farmers Market. It's outside the Farriers Bar and Eatery. It's in the car park, undercover, so it's rain or shine. And that one's from about 9 until 1 as well. So that's the Featherston Farmers Market in Masterton on Saturdays. All right. Also, so we've got the Martinborough Fair in Martinborough on Saturday, but on Sunday there's the Tikaranga Farmers Market. It's at Tikaranga Vineyard, 89 Martins Road, Martinborough. Kicks off at 10 a.m. and it's free to get in, so you can come along. The cellar door will be open. You can pick up a wine and just sit on the balcony or on a table in the sun. There's food stalls there as well. There'll be some live music from the Yearnars. They'll be playing all day. And yeah, of course, there'll be all the stalls, food options, homemade goods from Wairarapa, I think lavender products usually, olive oils, of course. Yeah, good food produce as well. Okay, cool. Now, here we go. Here's that word again. Featherston Feldenkreis. Feldenkreis. Move with ease is what it's all about. This is being put on by a fella called Rupert Watson. and he holds these classes. Okay, it's all about, it's a method of movement education, which is different from conventional exercises like yoga, Pilates, and the gym. Apparently, it's easier. So the Feldenkrais method helps you learn how to use your body better with ease and efficiency, so you can do all the things that you love to do. You become more aware of your everyday movement habits and learn to let go of unnecessary effort and tension that leads to aches and pains. With regular Feldenkrais practice, your posture, breathing, and general self-image will improve, all without straining and struggling. And although many of us find it's a struggle not to strain. Okay, so this fella, Rupert, he enjoys his Featherston students and class enormously. It's a very lovely and lively bunch of people, he says. So if you're one of them, then ka pai. But he says it would be nice if more came along, especially men. And they need this sort of thing the most. So what's special about what he does is that it enables you to get free of habitual patterns so that new and better ways of moving, feeling and acting can emerge. On the way, you improve your posture and flexibility, and many common aches and pains disappear. You feel rejuvenated and more at peace with both the world and yourself, and not bad for an hour a week. So this sounds hugely beneficial, really. For 5 classes, it's $60, or you can just go along to each class and pay $12. I'll give you Rupert's number in a second. I'll just tell you when it's on. It's at the Featherston Community Centre, and he's only got 2 more classes listed, so that one of them's tomorrow at 9 until 10 a.m, and the next one's on Thursday the 7th of March from 10 until 11 a.m, so write that down. Saturday 9 a.m. and Thursday 10 a.m. if you want to go and get involved in this unique sounding exercise class, which I think could be for all ages. So Rupert Watson is who you need to get in touch with if you want to know more, if you want to book your spot, and you can email him at Watson, Watson, Watson at slingshot.co.nz, or you can call him on 027 585 3822. Okay. We've got Sunday sessions happening at Margrain Vineyard in Martinborough. Sounds like Martinborough is the place to be if you're not at the Golden Shares. I would say go to the Golden Shares. You guys make up your mind, actually. I won't tell you what to do. But the Sunday sessions is at Margrain Vineyard. That's on the corner of Ponatahi and Huangaroa Roads. They have live music every Sunday during the warmer months of the year. It's free to get in, but you'll probably be expected to buy a glass of wine and order some food if you want to. Now, tomorrow is the 1st of March. Okay, but it's on Sunday, so the 3rd of March, and they've got Sean Grant who's performing. So Sean Grant. That's at Margrain Vineyard on Sunday afternoon. Now, it's the Breadcraft Kids Try Series at Wairarapa College, Masterton, on Monday. Kicks off at 5:45. Okay, so first out of 3 races in the series of the very popular Breadcraft Kids Try, 5 years and under, swim 1 width, bike 1 lap, and run half a lap, and then it goes up to swimming a length, or swimming 2 lengths or 3 lengths, biking 2, biking 3, 4, 5, running 1, running 2, 3, 4, as you go up into the years. Okay, so the year 13-year-olds and over, they'll swim 3 widths, they'll bike 6 laps, and they'll run 4 laps. So all events take place at Wairarapa College, which at the Cornwall Street entrance. You can register by going to www.wmsc.org.nz/triathlons/kids try. Okay, so it's part of the Wairarapa Summer of Cycling. So you want to Google Wairarapa Summer of Cycling, and then I think, or just Google the Wairarapa, what is it again? Breadcraft Kids Try Series, and you'll find what you need. So it's on Monday, and it's at Wairarapa College from 5:45 p.m. I take it we're not having a guest today. Sorry for getting you excited all about that, or try and get someone in next week to talk about the revamp of the Masterton Town Centre. Okay, in Featherston we've got Mahjong. If you want to get involved, then they hold their Mahjong gathering on Mondays at 1 p.m. at the Featherston Community Centre. Also at the Featherston Community Centre, the Featherston Wahine Singers get together on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. It goes until about 8:30 p.m. It's $3 koha. Everyone always feels better after a session of singing, so come along and join us. Susan Mitchell is the person to contact if you want to join this choir. Her number is 021 246 4884. So one more time, Susan Mitchell, if you want to inquire about the Wairarapa Wahine Singers. Susan's number is 021 246 4884. Now, also at the Featherston Community Centre on Tuesday at 10 a.m, there's Tuesday Community Art. So this is an art class held by Julia O'Neill. Learn art, help you heal, clear your mind and meet new friends is what it says. So it's an art class. It's weekly. It's at the Featherston Community Centre. They mostly work in acrylic paints. And Julia's number is 308 8977. So 308 8977. So it's Art with Julia. It's called Tuesday with Arts because it's hosted on a Tuesday. And it's at 10 a.m. at the Featherston Community Centre. All right, and then there's one more art class to talk about, and it's also at the Featherston Community Centre. It's also on Tuesdays, and this one's at 7 p.m. So this is an evening one. It's called Art for Everyone, and it started up in January. Call Sandy Fletcher if you're keen to come along. I'll give you her number in a second. This is a place for people to share knowledge, tools and skills. It is also a time to hang out, get started or get motivated. Come join the art class at this weekly get together to work on your ideas with a group of neighbours and friends. So come along and give it a go, says Sandy, whose phone number is 021 157 4909. So 021 157 4909. I'm sure you could just turn up as well if you wanted. It's $2 koha on the door. And this is Art for Everyone at the Featherston Community Centre on Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Now that wraps up all the events that I've got in front of me. So I'm going to play a song because I know I've got a few more events to run through in my handbag, and then we'll talk about the weather. We've got some more Kiwi music for you. This is the Open Souls, and let's lucky dip it on this song here. Let's go with this one, number 3. Here we go, play. Open Souls, enjoy.
You picture this, could you start to see what would this world without any rapping be? No DJs, B-boys, beats, graffiti. I try envision it, shit it's a catastrophe. I see the masses standing passively, void of creativity. It's a factory masked in a sea of someone's bastardly fantasy. Mentally they lack in the capacity to know what the fuck is happening. Music ain't got no history, so you can't.
Okay, now I remember that's the one I got in trouble for playing once in the past for obvious reasons, so we'll just tone that one right down, and I'll jump straight into my next event. It's the Wairarapa Green Dollar Exchange. Now it's gonna, because it's the Golden Shares weekend, they've put on an extra Wairarapa Green Dollars market, and it's going to feature Sam the Barter Barber, who is possibly going to be there, it says. It's going to be Saturday the 2nd of March, and it's going to be held in the Purple Building at King Street from 10 until 2. And there'll be haircuts for barter, takeaway curry, pastries, baking, crafts, novelties, woodwork, plants, something for everyone, including a few second-hand bargains. All are welcome. And New Zealand dollars, green dollars, and WAIS WISE vouchers are accepted by the stallholders. It says thank you very much for coming along. That's from Katie Lou, who sent this email. So the Wairarapa Green Dollar Market's happening on King Street in the Purple Building from 10 until 2 tomorrow in Masterton. Cool. All right, and then I think we've got some Taradua events here. I'll note that on Monday I went up to Ikitahuna Radio actually, and met a lovely young lady called Grace Chase, and she is hosting her own radio show on Ikitahuna Radio every Monday from 4:30 till 5:30, so she's doing it after school. She's co-hosting it with her mum. She's only 12, and she did such a great job last week, so I recommend you guys. Don't know if I'm allowed to. Yeah, that's an Access radio station, I think. I don't know what's the deal with promoting other radio stations on Arrow FM, but anyway, it's a mother-daughter mother-daughter co-hosted show, and it's really embracing and looking at the relationships between mothers and daughters, and she always interviews a different mother and daughter. This week she had granddaughter, mother, and then grandmother, so 3 generations, and it's talking about growing up as women, and what it's like being a mother, what it's like being a daughter, and what it's like growing up in the 21st century. So I just thought that was quite cool. So since we're talking about Taradua, that's a little plug for Grace's radio show. All right, so the 1st of March is today. Celia Lashy movie fundraiser. That's happening at the Regent Theatre, Main Street. Which town? I don't know. Gosh. Far out. So the Regent Theatre on Main Street, Google that, somewhere in Taradua. Celia Lashy movie fundraiser. It's at 7 p.m. tonight. Tickets are available now. Don't miss out on this amazing film of Celia Lashy's life in those last few years. Happening from the 1st to the 3rd of March is the Manawatu Walking Festival. So the Manawatu Walking Festival is so today, tomorrow and Sunday at 8 a.m. This is a series of walks in the Manawatu, but also features walks in the Taradua district through the Taradua Ranges and Manawatu Gorge walks. Sorry, I don't have a contact number for you there. Today, Welcome to Pāhia Tour is happening at the Bush Community Centre. It's at 10 a.m. Get involved with the community and get to know some new friendly faces. So the contact is the Trust, and you can call them on 376-7608, 376-7608. Bush Community Centre. This is where it's at, and it's Welcome to Pāhia Tour. I think it's just getting to know the locals, really. Hey, tomorrow it's Learn How to Make Feta Cheese. I'm interested in that. It's being hosted by Kirsty. I'll give you her number in a second. It's at the Wild Bush Cheese, which is on Burgoyne Street, somewhere in Taradua. It's $125. It's from 10 until 3 tomorrow. Have you ever wanted to make tasty feta cheese? Well, it's easy and here's your chance to have a go in our mini cheese factory in Woodville. There we go. So this is being hosted in Woodville at the Wild Bush Cheese on Burgoyne Street. So Kirsty is who you want to call if you want to learn how to make feta cheese tomorrow. Her number is 021 1190 457. So 021 1190 457. And then from the 2nd until the 10th of March, there's the Taradua District Lindau Art Exhibition. It's at the Woodville Racecourse, Upper McLean Street in Woodville. 10 until 3 is when it runs from, and that's the 2nd till the 10th of March. Come along and see the amazing artworks on display and for sale, and it's free entry. And contact Paula. Paula's number, there's no number, it's just an email. So it's wdvpioneermuseum@gmail.com. So WDV, so that's Whiskey, Delta, Victor Pioneer Museum at gmail.com. So that's Tararua District Lindau Art Exhibition, and you can come along and see the artworks. They'll be on display for free. They'll be for sale, but you can go and see them for free at the Woodville Racecourse from March 2 till 10. Happening tomorrow is the Weber Pursuit Adventure Trail Ride at Pukeatua Road. This is one huge day of riding. 30 farms through single tracks, ridgelines, valleys, etc. to attempt to get 150 kilometres on the bike, is what it says. So the Weber Pursuit Adventure Trail Ride. Contact Nigel. Doesn't have a number or an email for Nigel, so maybe Google that one. The Weber Pursuit Adventure Trail Ride. On Pukeatua Road. So that's Pukeatua Road. Tomorrow is Dave Upfold, who's a hypnotist. He's going to be at the Ernie Massey Hall, High Street in Dannyburg. It's $30. It's from 7:30 p.m. It's an energetic, engaging and enthralling R18 show. Okay. And it's $30 if you want to get a ticket to Dave Upfold the hypnotist. You can call him on, or call this number on 06 374 9947. So that's 374 9947. Okay, when getting there, there's lots of things happening in Tararua. So the 4th, 11th, 18th and 25th of March, there's going to be the Sport Manawatu Active Family Sessions. So contact Sport Tararua. Again, it's March 4th, 11th, 18th and 25th. It's at the Bush Multisport, which is Huxley Street. It says it's at 3:45 p.m. Green Prescriptions Active Families is a free program that targets 4 to 12-year-olds and their families. So if you're keen to head along, it's at Sport Manawatu. It's at Bush Multisport, but it's called the Sport Manawatu Active Family Session, and you can contact Sport Tararua on 06 374 4080. So 374 4080. Okay, the 5th of March is the Riley National Rally. It's the Dannyburg Drive 2019. Come along and see the magnificent Riley vehicle display that will be at the Dannyburg Domain at 10 a.m. So that's the 5th of March. And if you want to know more, you can contact Jenny and John Jackson. Their number is 027 223 6248. So that's 027 223 6248. It's on the 5th of March at 10 a.m. at the Dannyburg Domain. Okay, and I'm just going to go with one more because we think we've run out of this week. The 5th and the 12th of March, there's the Toki Triathlon Swim Bike Run. It's at the Mangatanoka School, 2 Makuri Street at 3:30 p.m. on the 5th of March and the 12th of March. The Toki Triathlon, all ages, all capabilities, all welcome, every Tuesday until the Weet-Bix Triathlon. So you can contact Brenda on 027 424 3092. 027 474 3092. Okay, let's quickly have a look at the weather. And then it'll be time for me to skedaddle. Now, it's 10 to 9, and in Wairarapa today, it's going to be fine with light winds. We've got a high of 20 degrees, and right now it's 8 degrees. So looking at tomorrow, Saturday, mainly fine, some morning cloud and southerlies, and it's going to be 18 degrees. And then on Sunday, we've got a high of 23 degrees, and it's mainly fine with southerly breezes. So a fine weekend, not too hot though. 20 today, 18 tomorrow, and 23 on Sunday. Well, Thank you everyone for tuning in and keeping me company. It's been a pleasure. You've been listening to WHAM Wairarapa with me, Hayley Gastmeyer. It's an events show every Friday morning at 8 a.m. Thank you Trust House for sponsoring it. I'll be back again next Friday morning. So until then, have a relaxing weekend, a safe week, and I'll catch you again, next Friday. See you later.